Can you not take time off work for my birthday, Ruth?
No, I'm sorry. I feel like a bad girlfriend when I can't even celebrate your birthday with you.
It's all right. I understand you're busy with work.
I sincerely apologize. I'll make it up to you next time, I promise.
You really don't need to worry. I'm accustomed to spending nights alone.
Are you trying to imply something suspicious? Please don't get involved with other women just because I won't be there.
Of course not. My attention is solely focused on you, Ruth.
I know that.
Oops. You were already aware of it.
Let's plan something once work settles down for me.
Yeah, I'm eagerly anticipating it.
It's been quite some time, William. How are you doing?
Hey, Vernon. Not much going on. How many years has it been? It's been a while since we last saw each other.
It's been about 4 or 5 years. I remember telling you about my daughter's birth.
Time flies, doesn't it? We talked about visiting your new house, but it didn't happen in the end. I haven't had the chance to meet your wife and kid yet.
Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't make it work. We were both caught up with work. And you went abroad shortly after you got hired.
True. It was pretty hectic for me every day.
But you're back home now, right?
Yes, I'm back. Hey, why don't we meet up after such a long time? I'd like to visit your house as well.
I wish I could, but I'm currently living alone away from my family for work. I reached out to you because I noticed you're back home on social media. I'm just feeling bored.
I understand. So, you only talk to me when you're bored.
It's because I can't see my wife and daughter. By the time I come back from work, my daughter is already getting ready for bed. I can only Skype with her on weekends. I thought I could find some company in you.
Is that the first thing you say to a friend you haven't seen in years?
Are you busy?
Well, I'm pretty free.
See? You've never been one for hobbies. So I assumed you're just daydreaming outside of work.
Don't tease me. I actually have a girlfriend now.
What?
Huh?
Really? You never seemed interested in women back in college. You've grown up. Daddy is so proud of you.
I don't recall you raising me. But I understand it must be tough living apart from your family.
Tell me about it. Before this, I was away on a business trip. Sales can be tough. I love my wife and daughter, but I have to do this for work.
Yeah, you have to work hard for them. It must be challenging being a family man. Especially while your kid is still young.
Yeah. I couldn't celebrate her birthday last year due to work. So I want to make sure I'm there for her this year. Actually, I took the evening off on her birthday.
Wow, who would have thought you'd become such a dedicated father, Vernon? As for me, I'll be celebrating my birthday alone this year. I'm genuinely happy for you.
But you have a girlfriend, right?
Don't try to start a fight between me and her. She has something important at work on that day. Sometimes, I even feel like making her choose between me and her job.
You're acting pretty needy as a boyfriend.
Well, it's been a while since I had a girlfriend. So I guess I'm overly excited. By the way, your daughter's birthday is on the same day as mine, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Please celebrate her birthday on my behalf.
I might spare a second to remember that it's your birthday.
Just 1 second. Well, thanks.
Anyway, I'm going to bed now. Take care.
Texting me and disappearing so quickly. Selfish jerk.
Happy birthday, William.
Hey, aren't you still celebrating your daughter's birthday? You don't have to mind me. But thanks anyway.
What are you up to? Are you enjoying your solitary birthday?
Actually, I received a message from my girlfriend saying we can celebrate together. It seems she might finish work early, just like you. I'm thrilled about it.
That's great to hear.
By the way, about an hour ago, I went to buy a cake, thinking I would be spending my birthday alone. So, I was about to take the cake home and eat it by myself.
You must have felt quite sad.
Well, never mind that. As I left the shop happily, there was a little girl crying in front of it. So I gave the cake to her instead. I'm glad I did something nice like that. Maybe my girlfriend is coming to see me now because of my good karma.
Wow, that was very kind of you. Perhaps fate was watching your selfless act.
But man, she was crying her eyes out. It seemed like she didn't have enough money to buy a cake. She was sobbing alone, clutching a large crocodile plushie.
A crocodile plushie? How old did she appear to be?
Maybe around 5 years old? I did wonder why such a young child was shopping alone. I assumed her parents were nearby and had sent her to buy a cake.
Wait, maybe that was my daughter.
Wait, how come?
My daughter has a keen interest in reptiles. Last year, while I was away on a business trip, I sent her a large crocodile plushie for her birthday. She turned 5 this year.
Whoa, hold on a second. Your wife is at home, right? So there's no way she would be buying a cake alone.
Yes, you're right. I might have been mistaken. In my mind, the child hugging the crocodile is my daughter, so.
Really?
Anyway, I'm almost home now.
Finally. Go surprise her with a wonderful birthday celebration.
Yes, definitely. But the girl you mentioned earlier might actually be my daughter.
Huh? Why is that?
My wife isn't here. I can't reach her, and my daughter was eating cake alone.
No way.
My daughter told me that her mother won't be back until tomorrow, because she had some things to take care of. So she was told to buy a cake by herself.
Huh? You didn't hear anything from her? Or maybe she had plans for today?
No, I haven't heard anything from her. It's not normal to leave a 5-year-old child alone, even in an emergency. She should have told me if it were truly urgent. It's strange that I can't reach her.
I wonder if something happened to her. I hope she didn't get involved in some strange incident. Why don't you contact her parents?
No, it doesn't seem like an emergency.
Why do you say that?
My daughter mentioned that her mother left wearing makeup and a pretty dress. I checked her closet, and her favorite designer bag is missing. I think she went somewhere where she needed to dress up.
That sounds like. You don't think.
Maybe she went to meet someone else. Although I don't want to entertain that possibility. It's highly likely that she went out. Because I told her I couldn't come home today.
If that's true, it's terrible. Even though it's your daughter's birthday. That's awful.
Hey, William. You haven't told me your girlfriend's name, have you? What's her name?
Why are you asking me this now?
Just tell me.
What the heck? Her name is Ruth.
No way.
What do you mean?
My wife's name is Ruth too.
What? Isn't that stretching it too far? Are you suggesting that my girlfriend is your wife? But it can't be.
Yeah, if that were the only reason. My daughter overheard something on the phone. And said the name William before she left. But I'm not sure if I can trust that because she's so young. When is your girlfriend visiting you today?
She said she would be here in about an hour. She messaged me earlier because she wanted to get ready. Are you seriously thinking that your wife is my girlfriend? That's impossible.
Here. Look at this picture of my wife and daughter. Do they look familiar?
Oh my God, that's my girlfriend and the girl I met earlier today.
Then it's confirmed.
No way. She told me she was single. Dude, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I swear to God, I genuinely had no idea.
I know you, William. You wouldn't knowingly get involved with a married woman. It appears that both you and I were deceived by her.
Sorry, I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words right now.
Hey, William. I can't forgive her for making my precious daughter feel so miserable. And for having an affair. How about you?
I'm furious too. But right now, I'm just in shock. And of course, I think she's an awful person. She lied to her husband. And abandoned her daughter's birthday to see another man. And that man is me.
I have an idea. Can you come to my house right now?
Hey, William. I'm at your house, but it seems like you're not here. I rushed here right after work. It's cold outside, so please come back soon.
I won't come back today.
Don't joke with me. You were so excited when I told you we could celebrate your birthday together. I even bought your favorite, a cheesecake. I went out of my way to get it from a place that makes amazing cheesecakes.
It's probably best if you go home now.
What? I even made time to come all the way to your house for you.
Isn't that better than hiding the fact that you're married with a kid, Ruth? I can't continue this with a married woman.
Huh? What is this? This isn't funny at all. Some things can be joked about, but others can't.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. I already have evidence.
Evidence? I don't know what kind of evidence you think you have. But do you think I'm lying to you, William?
You still won't admit it. If you don't believe me, I can tell you the names of your daughter and husband.
Oh, so you really do know. It's so disgusting that you even know their names.
What you're doing is much more disgusting, Ruth.
Then we need to end this. I liked you more than most other guys I've dated.
So, you've had multiple affairs in the past too?
Being a housewife is quite boring, you know. My husband often goes on business trips or lives away from home, so he's not around much. So, when I feel lonely, sometimes I seek company to pass the time.
You've certainly revealed your true colors quickly.
What? Did you think I'd beg to stay with you or something like that? Well, I did like you to some extent. But I was just having fun with you. Of course, I don't consider you a serious partner when I have my husband.
You are deceiving your husband, your daughter, and me, and you feel no guilt at all?
Don't phrase it like that, it makes me sound awful. It's your and his fault for not noticing. Men are really clueless.
Yeah, you're right. Dating someone is clueless, as you will definitely leave a stain on my dating history.
Huh? You're the clueless one here. You couldn't see the real me. Well then, this is it. Unlike you, William, I have a family waiting for me. Goodbye.
Yeah, everyone's waiting for you.
You don't need to bother replying anymore, it's annoying. If you want to cry about it, do it somewhere else.
Oh, believe me, I'm not crying. It seems like your daughter still doesn't understand the situation. But Vernon, his parents, and your parents are all furious. Everyone's waiting for you, so why don't you come here soon?
Vernon. How do you know his name?
Your husband and I are friends, so he already knows all about your affair.
You're joking, right?
I'm not joking. Should I send you a picture as proof?
No. No way. I won't believe it.
I couldn't believe it at first either. That I was dating my friend's wife. And that she was the kind of person who left her little kid alone even on her birthday. You're truly crazy.
You're just saying that, right? Because my husband is on a business trip.
He came back home early for her birthday. By the way, I'm at your house too. I showed them pictures of us together as evidence of your affair.
What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
I should be asking you that. Quit playing around. It's fine if you lied to me, I don't care anymore. But all this time, you left your daughter to be with me. Seriously, I can't believe it, and I certainly won't forgive you. What were you thinking?
What is Vernon saying? He's not mentioning divorce, is he?
Do you think he can live with a partner who leaves her child at home?
That's up to Vernon, not you.
Anyway, there are divorce papers on the table where we're discussing it. Looks like he's decided on a divorce.
No. Help me, William. I take back what I said earlier. At least save me before we break up. Tell him it was a mistake or come up with a good excuse.
You're incredibly foolish. Think about it, why on earth would I help you? Besides, you were just using me for fun, right?
But you love me, don't you? Then why won't you be a man and help me?
Why won't you be a decent human being? And take responsibility for what you did? Just hurry up and come here so you can talk to them.
I bet Vernon, his parents, and my parents are all furious. I'm scared to face them. I can't go home.
You're still only thinking about yourself. You don't care about your daughter at all. I think you're the scary one. I'm on Vernon's side, so you won't get any help from me.
What should I do, William? I'm doomed. My life is a mess. I can't believe it'll end in divorce after all this time.
You don't deserve to say that after cheating. Who was it that ruined everyone else's lives? Was it us when we were lied to? No, it was you, stupid. Following their separation, Vernon and Ruth went through a divorce, in which Vernon was granted full custody of their daughter, Sally. Initially, Ruth attempted to avoid the discussion, but lacking support from anyone, she reluctantly sought refuge at her parents' house. Ruth faced blame from both her parents and Vernon, which left her utterly drained. Eventually, she relinquished custody to him. After the divorce, Vernon made a career transition to a non-sales position to avoid business trips. He is now dedicated to his new role at work and fulfilling his responsibilities as a single father. Although his income has decreased, Vernon finds solace in having more quality time with Sally. On the other hand, Ruth is obligated to pay child support and has been sued by Vernon for emotional damages. I've heard that she is working long hours at a job she despises. Her parents, who have been assisting her with payments, they closely monitor her actions. Ruth has no opportunity to escape her financial obligations. It could be seen as a positive outcome for her to work diligently after being negligent and engaging in affairs. Even though I wasn't aware of Ruth's affair, I did offer compensation to Vernon, but he forgave me since she also deceived me. Though it may not be considered redemption per se. I occasionally take Sally out when Vernon is occupied. Lately, she seems to have grown fond of me and associates my visits with enjoyable experiences. I genuinely feel glad about it, but I sense that Vernon is envious. So, I hope Sally doesn't become too attached to me. Neither Vernon nor I have any intention of dating women for a while due to what occurred with Ruth. Nonetheless, each day is meaningful for both of us because we adore Sally immensely.